Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a sleeve with a placket and a cuff. So here are the pieces that I'm cutting out that we drafted in the previous video. If you have not seen the video, do check the description box. So do make sure to cut 2 of each piece. So for this first method, measure 1 inch sewing allowance at each side of the sleeve at the edge, which is not folded, as you can see, just 1 inch. Then we're going to make notches. Make 1 notch on each. This will serve as the starting point as we begin to put the plackets. Then turn the wrong side facing each other or right side facing each other for you to make a slit into the. So from the notch, go in by 0.25 inches and make a straight line of 4 inches. Then cut this up to the 4-inch ending. And after making the slit, here is the band that we'll be using. It was folded 0.5 and 0.5 at the other side, then folded on the middle like this, then ironed or pressed. Then this is the placket. You can do the same folding on the placket for easier folding. Then put the sleeve into the placket like this, and you can use a pin to hold everything together. Then just go to the machine and sew like this. So here is how it has turned out. Let me remove the excess. Then we're going to get the placket, wrong side of the fabric facing the right side of the placket, and we're going to sew. You can sew at 0.5 inch sewing allowance. Up to the tip of the 4 inches. Then turn the placket to the right side of the fabric. You can use the placket that has been already pressed instead of folding like this. You fold, press, then sew it. So fold to cover the raw edges. So here is a demonstration of how I'm going to fold this like this. So I'm focusing on covering the raw edge. The raw edge, and also covering the band like this. So make sure you sew on the placket and not on the sleeve. So you can use some pins to actually hold everything together, and to know where you're going to start sewing from can actually guide you. Alright guys, so I've already sewn up to here. So make a fold just on top, then sew all the corners sew the corners by leaving the needle in and lifting the presser foot and rotating the fabric. I have folded the head of the placket 2 times. You can just fold it at 0.5 inch for a longer placket, but I've folded mine 0.5 and another 0.5, meaning mine will be a little bit shorter. So let's sew the edges of the placket head, so I call it. And you can sew this in whatever pattern you want. You can make an X in between the head, but I won't do that, to be just plain. So we are done, and this is what I was talking about. The cotton is passing on the placket and not on the fabric, and not on the sleeve, sorry. So it's covering the band like that. So my placket is measuring at 5 inches. Then sew the sleeve and join the cuff for the first method. For the second method, we're going to go in by 0.25 from the notch. Then make a line of 5 inches long. Then I'll mark 0.5 inch down. So the width is going to be 0.75, so I'll fold the 0.75. You can actually also use a width of 5 inches and fold 0.25. So those are my lines. I'm just going to join them here at the top, then 0.5 down. I'm going to join the top part to this 0.5 inch. So join just like that. Then we all know what's going to happen now, huh? Cut through. Make sure you don't cut out of this line. This is the placket we're going to be using. It's 12 centimeters. That is 5 by 2 plus 2 inches sewing allowance. And we're going to put it all around the cut edges. So this is how we're going to do it. I pressed this, folded it 0.5, 0.5 and on the middle. And we're going to sew this placket is a 2.5 inch placket. So just put everything inside the placket as I am doing. You can actually pin them to keep the holes together. Don't worry about the folds forming at the corners. They'll resolve. Let's go to the machine and just sew top stitch. Let everything get inside there, nice and neat. So place the bigger part of the sleeve to overlap the smaller side of the slit, and this is what we got. So I went ahead and sewed this. I came down by 1 inch and sewed all around, following the shape of the placket. Then we come to the cuff. For the cuff, I ironed the gum stay of 3 inches wide and 9 inches long, and as you can see there is sewing allowance. I folded the part with the gum stay, as you can see, and I'm just sewing the edges. The other side has already been sewn. Sew up to where the fold is. Then for the sleeve, sew at 1 inch sewing allowance and turn it to the right side. Then you can measure your sleeve to see how much excess it has. My cuff is still at 9 inches, so I'm cutting out the excess at the corner so that my cuff can be pointed like this. So this is how it has turned out after sewing. Now we can attach it to the sleeve. The side that has not been folded is the part we're going to attach the wrong side of the sleeve to the right side of the placket, of the cuff, sorry. Then pin this side and also pin here. Then go to the other edge of the cuff and sleeve, also pin that side. Then you will notice some excess towards the smaller part of the sleeve. So with this you can make pleats, 2 to 3 pleats. I'll make how many can fit here? I think 2 can fit. Then just pin those and take the sleeve and cuff for attachment at the sewing machine. So this is how it has turned out. So to cover the raw edges, turn the cuff like this to the folded edge. Let the folded part do the covering of the raw edge. So this is the same concept that works on the collar. So just follow along like that. So we are done with the sewing. It has come out neat, as you can see, but we're going to also sew the edges all around, and here's how it has turned out. Very nice. So the big part overlaps the smaller part, and you can put buttons here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. See you next time.